Welcome back to DVC Weekly. This is episode 21. My name is Jason Erpelding. I'm the broker of Buy and Sell DVC, along with Scott Ferrioli.
I'm the owner of DVC-Rental.com and buyandsell.dvc.com.
Today's June 30th. So your home resort 11-month window is going to be May 30th.
That's my birthday.
Oh, nice. Happy early birthday, 11
months from now.
To Scott. 7 months in advance is going to be January 30th, 2022. Remember, if you need to get a hold, if you're trying to rent some DVC points or rent out your points, it's DVC-Rental. Remember the dash to save the cash. You're looking to buy a Disney Vacation Club, or you need to sell your Disney Vacation Club, you want to go to buyandsell.dvc.com. Again, both companies owned and operated by Scott Ferrioli. Today, we're going to start out with Scott's favorite subject. It's guaranteed weeks. It's not really Scott's favorite subject. I just wanted to throw that out there. So guaranteed weeks. I would say that there's probably a lot of members at this point that are still not familiar with the guaranteed weeks.
I think they're so much more rare that a lot of people don't know about them. And truthfully, I'm not as well versed probably as Jason is on the guaranteed weeks, because it has nothing to do with rentals at all. And it's only a small amount of resale stuff that we get guaranteed weeks in. So it's more of a rare situation. So,
but I just want to touch on it because sometimes I do see it come up with questions. To me, I see it in the different Facebook groups. So the guaranteed weeks didn't start until Alani. So, I've seen people say on different places, oh, you can buy a guaranteed week. Oh, I think I missed a button here, by the way. Let me just fix that.
Easy, ladies.
Sorry.
Easy.
So, said you can buy a guaranteed week at the boardwalk. Guaranteed weeks, they don't exist at a lot of the resorts. You have Alani, Grand Floridian, Polynesian, Copper Creek, and Riviera. And basically, the idea behind the guaranteed week is if you're gonna vacation at the same resort in the same size villa the same week, then you can buy, the guaranteed week. And the one thing on the guaranteed week is it's Sunday to Sunday. You can't pick Friday to Friday or Saturday to Saturday.
That's why a lot of people don't do it, because it absolutely takes away. I mean, you'll mention, I'm sure that you can transfer out of it essentially, but to guarantee it, it takes away all of your flexibility.
And to me, the one thing I just want to mention about the guaranteed week. So Disney Vacation Club started in '91 on a point system. You buy points. Here's your points. Use them how you want. You want to stay one night? You want to stay 8 nights? You want to stay in a studio? You want to stay a 3-bedroom? It becomes easier to talk about Disney Vacation Club when you just say points.
Flexible.
Right.
Super easy.
Here's your points. Do what you want. Well, all of a sudden, if you bring in guaranteed weeks into the mix, and a lot of people get exposed to Disney Vacation Club while they're on vacation. They see Disney Vacation Club. They go on a tour. Well, now all of a sudden you're asking a vacation club guide to not only tell them about Disney Vacation Club and get them to hopefully understand it's going to be beneficial to them, get them to purchase in a 2-hour visit, but now you want to explain to them, plus you should buy a guaranteed week. I mean, to me, you're asking too much of the Disney Vacation Club guides to get someone to want to buy a guaranteed week. That's the biggest negative is you have so many large percentage of members that when they bought Disney Vacation Club, guaranteed weeks didn't exist. A lot of people, they follow what other people do. So if they talk to, hey, I just got, they're at work, they're in Chicago. Oh, I just heard about Disney Vacation Club. Oh, really? I'm a member. Oh, really? You're a member? They start talking to members, and all the members they talk to, they just own points. They don't own guaranteed weeks.
I was going to say, it'd be hard to find somebody probably that has a guaranteed week to even talk about it.
So, but when you buy a guaranteed week, the one positive is, with Disney Vacation Club, there can be a reallocation of points, based on supply and demand. Just to touch on that real briefly. I don't want to, if all of a sudden spring break is in May, then it's going to be more points to come in May than it is in March. Well, if you have a guaranteed week, you're not subject to, if all of a sudden the week that you bought was 270 points and now it's 300, you you get to still stay in the same week for 270. It's not going to cost you any more points.
What about the reverse though? What if the week goes from 300 to 270?
Right. Then you're paying more than you would have if you didn't buy the guaranteed week.
See, I wasn't even 100% sure about that. I was hoping you knew when I asked.
Yeah.
That situation, yeah, because when they reallocate the points, Disney, as you know, Disney can't just add points. So that means they have to move points from somewhere else. So if they're moving points to make 1 week more expensive, something else has to be less expensive. And if you happen to win the guaranteed week, then what happens?
Right. So, I mean, there's, again, it's not something that, me personally, it's not something that I would want because my vacation habits are just not the exact same every year. I like, switching it up, different stays. So the guaranteed week for me personally, it just wouldn't work. And I mean, for you, I don't think.
Yeah, it wouldn't work for me either. I think most people, it seems like Disney does it like at Christmas time. Like mostly the guaranteed weeks, I think, have been Christmas, saying, if you want to go to Disney every year at Christmas time, it's going to be hard to get it because there's a lot of demand. I think that's probably how they sell it. Whereas otherwise, you don't know what week you're going to go every year. Most people don't know they're going to go, June 11th to the 18th on the Sunday to Sunday. So there's like no real reason to have it or to push it. So I don't know. I want to be able to go when I want to go and not be locked into it or have to pay a little bit of a premium to have that guaranteed week.
And even like we had David that shared his personal experience in the last episode. So he comes at Easter. Well, Easter is one of those things that changes every year. So even a guaranteed week, it wouldn't work for him. So the guaranteed week, yeah, and sometimes they do show up on resale. Now some people may say, they have a guaranteed week and they're upset with us right now because they love it. Because keep in mind, you can buy a guaranteed week and you can turn it in for points every year. So you can have that guaranteed week and someone says, well, I love having that week. I love having the option of not having to get up at 8 a.m. at the 11th month mark to book this reservation. I have it. And if I want to trade it in for points, I can do that. Yes, you can turn in your guaranteed week to get points so that you do not have to use your guaranteed week. So there's a couple different advantages and disadvantages, but for the most part, most people are just going to purchase points and use the points how they want to each year.
Yep, agree completely. And one of the things that we didn't really mention is that with the guaranteed week, Disney actually charges you a little bit over what the points would be anyway. Otherwise, everybody would say, oh yeah, I'll buy a guaranteed week and then I can easily just switch out whenever I want. What's the advantage to, why wouldn't I do that? Because they do charge you a bit of a penalty to have that guaranteed week. So if a room is 190 points, if you went to book, it'd be 190 points, to have it with the guaranteed week, it may cost you 200 points or something along those lines, where they do charge you a little bit more for the same week. Whereas if I go in and book it, it's going to cost me less points than Jason, who has it guaranteed to him. So there is a disadvantage as well.
So we just want to touch on the guaranteed weeks again. It's not really a thing that's.
It's a topic that comes up, but it doesn't come up very often. It's relatively rare to hear about guaranteed weeks.
Right, and and again, there's not a lot of members out there with guaranteed weeks, so you don't see a lot of discussion on it. But like I say, I did see where someone said, well, you could buy a guaranteed week at the boardwalk. Well, that's just not an option. Again, it's only available at Alani, Grand Floridian, Polynesian, Copper Creek, or Riviera.
Yeah, and that's a lot of things that we try to do for you guys is that if we see something we see a post on Facebook where they're talking about this or somebody asks us a question, we'll try to do a show on it to try to help, make sure that everybody becomes knowledgeable on the subject. So guaranteed week's relatively rare, but it comes up, so we want to address it for you.
Now we're going to go into a food review.
I'm not in it.
And for this, he's going to contribute but
I'm not contributing, I'm mad.
Come here, I'm going to eat you. Get in my belly.
But this food review is from my son, Drew, who's 11. And we took a visit to Blaze Pizza.
Hi, my name is Drew and I'm at Blaze Pizza at Disney Springs. Today I'm going to give you a review on Blaze Pizza. When you come to Blaze Pizza, at the beginning you can either choose to make your own pizza or choose a pizza. First, if you decide to make your own pizza, you can pick the crust. Then you can also pick all the different meats, vegetables, fruit, and vegetables for your pizza. They also have the ability. You also have the ability to pick a dessert and a drink.
And what type of pizza did you get?
Half of it has olives, black olives, and the entire thing also has pepperoni.
And what type of crust do you choose?
I choose cauliflower crust because it's healthier than regular crust.
Nice. It tastes good too, right?
Yeah.
It's, like, what are the things you like about this pizza? I mean, I like it because it's crispy. I don't know.
It is very crispy and it tastes delicious.
And on a scale of 0 to 10, what would you rate this pizza?
9.2.
9 point what?
2.
9.2. Nice. And recommend it?
Yes.
Wonderful. All right, let's see you. They want to see some action. Let's see you take a bite. Another delicious bite. Thumbs up. Perfect. Thank you. Now, if you've never been to Blaze Pizza is at Disney Springs. And when you go in there, you start out by picking your crust. And my son picks the cauliflower crust.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Healthy already.
Yeah, he mentions in the video it's because it's the healthier option.
I've had the cauliflower crust.
Ooh, I like it.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. So he picked the cauliflower
He's a health
crust,
nut. Look at him.
and then he picks pepperoni with half black olives. Now, my wife was on this visit as well. She had cauliflower crust with ham and pineapple. Now,
Cauliflower, ham, and pineapple.
yes.
All the Italian people out there are dying right now. You've just killed, I was gonna say half of our audience. Half our audience is not Italian. You've hurt so many people. As you know, there's always the big debate, with ham and pineapple, does it belong on pizza? And the cauliflower crust. Oh, DJ Kitty Cat.
So they make they prepare the pizza right there in front of you, and then they give you a beeper to let you know when the pizza's done. Now, to me, the pizza is it is good. I mean, I like
solid.
the pizza.
Yeah.
It's thin, it's crispy, it's light. And we went there for lunch, and I will tell you that I forget what score Drew gave the pizza. It's in the video. He loves the pizza, and again, you're also right next to. We were sitting outside, so we were next to the water there at Disney
That's nice.
Springs, which is very nice. Now, I don't know if it has a name to the water or if it's just so. I think it's relaxing, and so we had, and again, we were there for lunch. We had 2 pizzas. We split them among the 3 of us, and it was a light lunch. I know Scott mentions the cost on his food reviews. I believe. I think Drew got a soda as well. I believe it was like $33. So I mean, it's not a bad value.
Yeah, I think like the regular size pizza with create your own is like $10, and it costs, I believe, $2 or $3 for the cauliflower crust upgrade. But for Disney property, $10 for a create your own nice size pizza that odds are you're going to have leftovers. You get to pick whatever you want, watch them make it. I mean, it's a fun experience. Picture being a kid and you're making your pizza and everything you want they'll put on there for you. I mean, it's like a kid in a candy store. It's a fun experience. It's relatively inexpensive, and you said the food is solid. It's not going to be the best pizza you've ever had, but it's pretty darn good pizza.
To me, you're not going to complain about it. I mean,
no.
it's just
it's good.
And to me, it's perfect lunch pizza because it's light, crispy. It's the perfect lunch pizza. I'm not 100% sure if I gave the score in the video or not for what I gave it, but I think I gave it an 8.7.
Ooh.
Like I think it's like, I don't know what I was expecting. Drew is, I liked it. So, again, it's probably, you're not going to say it's the best pizza, but I'm definitely not going to complain about it at all. It's just light and crispy, and apparently we're picking pizza that he says that doesn't go together, but
hey, that's what's good about it. You can make it your way.
Exactly.
It's the Burger King / Subway of pizzas. You have it your way, have them create it any way you like. It's all good.
And then we also went to the Goofy Candy Company.
That's fun. It's always
which
fun.
is, it's not too far of a walk away from there. And Drew got the chocolate dip marshmallow wand, which was excellent. Again, a great choice. Again, there's a lot of candy in there that you can buy. To me, you want to buy something more unique that you can't, I don't know how to.
You don't just get a bag of gummy bears?
Yeah, you can get a bag of gummy bears anywhere.
Exactly.
But can you make a marshmallow with chocolate attached to it at your house? I don't think you can. If you can,
I'm
then
picturing
we're gonna have
myself
have
trying to do it. It's not going to come out well.
If we can, then we're gonna have to do the next episode is going to be a how-to on how to do that.
Doing a chocolate fondue show together here. We're sitting there dipping the marshmallows.
So I mean, it's to me, you're at Disney Springs, you got the pizza, and then you got the little chocolate afterwards. It was perfect.
So that sounds like a great afternoon.
Exactly, it was, and it's relaxing. Again, the water's right there. If you've seen our other episodes, you know that Disney's trying to keep the bugs out because of the birds. I mean, it's a perfect little place there. And now we're on to, what are we on to, Scott?
I have the top 5 DVC restaurant hidden gems. So these are all restaurants that are on DVC property that are not considered, your top choice. When people go to Disney, a lot of times they don't realize that the deluxe resorts even have these nice restaurants in them. So they're often overlooked. There's one on here that is more well-known, I'd say, than the others. But these are overlooked hidden gem restaurants, and also hidden gems because they're less expensive too. Now, the first one on my list is Olivia's at Old Key West. Relatively inexpensive. The cast members at Olivia's are absolutely fantastic. The resort, it's very, very laid back. Margaritaville, reggae music playing. I mean, it's a fantastic resort to go visit, right on the water. A lot of people don't visit it, so it's a great place to go. Normally relatively empty, I'll say. Prices are good. At lunchtime, they normally have pork carnitas, which are my favorite thing to get there. As of COVID, though, they've removed them from the list, and I'm hoping that people from Olivia's and Disney are watching this, so they will bring back my pork carnitas.
Did they explain why or no?
I think originally I thought it could have been, trying to get the different ingredients in. This is when, when they first opened, I was like, all right, they've got it off the list because they've got a shortened menu. Because I figured maybe they can't get the stuff in. There are a lot of issues with trying to get trucking and stuff like that. So I said, all right, maybe that's why. All right, it's been almost a year, guys. Give me my pork carnitas. I don't know why they're not there, but they're fantastic. Second on my list, and this is the one that is a little more well-known, is Beaches and Cream, which is at the Beach Club Resort. Very, very small restaurant. They've just upgraded it within the last year and a half where they've expanded the restaurant, so it's like twice the size that it was. Ice cream place, but they also have, burgers and sandwiches and stuff. Pretty darn good. It gets you in the nice boardwalk area, which is one of my favorite things. I just love being there, and the upcoming ones go into that as well. But Edie's ice cream, so it's not the top ice cream out there. Like Ample Hills used to have great ice cream at Boardwalk, which is now gone. So serving Edie's, but they make all sorts of fun sundaes. And it's just a fun little small restaurant. Kitchen sink.
Have you ever heard of the kitchen sink? This is where it's at. They have the kitchen sink, and they also have the mini kitchen sink.
Yes. So again, that's Beaches and Cream at Beach Club. Next one on my list, I've put 2 here together.
And just real quick, the kitchen sink is meant to be.
Oh yeah, it's meant to. It's like $40 or $50. It's meant to be split with multiple 5 people yes. or Jason and myself. One of those 2. Next on my list, I combined 2 because they're both in that same boardwalk area. I love going at Boardwalk. I love walking around at night. The lake is beautiful. There's so much stuff going on. Big River Grill and ESPN Zone. I'd say Big River Grill, I don't want to say nobody knows about, but if you're not staying at Boardwalk or Beach Club, it's very, very, it's not known at all. I mean, it's also like a microbrewery, so they have a ton of beers and stuff there as well. Not typically, I don't go there and drink, but lots of different beers on tap. It's a fantastic option. They've got great Cobb salad there. They've got a great turkey club sandwich. It's really, really good. I like to sit outside, so I'm right on the water. So really, really nice option. ESPN Zone currently closed at the moment. Hopefully going to be opening sometime soon. That's, that's one of the great places to go if you want to watch a game. Because everything's based around ESPN. They've got a little stage up there where they've had people sometimes come in and talk about the shows. They've got all the games going on, bar-type atmosphere, but very, very kid-friendly. Lots of good food. Again, burgers, paninis, stuff like that. You know, all these options I've mentioned so far are typically places, a lot of options for like $15 and under. So not too expensive. Really cool places that, again, a lot of people don't go to and that are less expensive, all on DVC property.
And keep in mind, you could go to Big River Grill, walk around the
Beaches and
boardwalk,
Cream?
and then go to Beaches and Cream. I'm just letting you know, you could kill
With a reservation,
two
though.
birds with one
You're going to need a
stone.
reservation because most of the times they won't let you come in just to Beaches and Cream and get the ice cream. You have to have a reservation to go there. But you can have a reservation and just get ice cream.
But you can. They do have an outdoor window at
It's-
Beaches and Cream.
I think at the moment it's they're not using it so much. They're not allowing a lot of like takeout stuff.
But I mean, the outdoor window, I've been to the outdoor. You can't get I will tell you, from personal, you cannot get the kitchen sink from the outdoor window. You can get the mini kitchen sink. But if you're telling me that it's even less options on the ice cream at the outdoor window, that's news to me.
I think that's the case. I'm not 100% sure. So somebody feel free to comment and let us know.
But it is a short walk if you want to check it out
yeah.
to see what they do have available.
Plus, you're going to want to walk off all that food you're eating anyway. So, but again, as I've talked before, Boardwalk's my favorite resort. So that whole area I absolutely love, especially at night. Everything's lit up on the water. You've got the boats going. I mean, and these resorts are tougher to get into because they have such great access to Hollywood Studios, the Skyliner, and Epcot that you need a reservation to pull into these resorts normally. So these are great reservations that'll get you in on the less expensive side, and you can make a whole night of it pretty much. There's lots of stuff to do on the boardwalk. Number 4 on my list, the Grand Floridian Cafe. Another one, this gets you into Grand Floridian. A lot of people love to walk around and do shopping there. The lobby of Grand Floridian is beautiful and big, open, impressive. A lot of times they've got bands playing. I think not as much now, but they still have guys playing the piano and stuff. There's a couple bars in there. So there's a lot of stuff going on. And Grand Floridian Cafe lets you get into Grand Floridian, which is opulent and very expensive, and the food's not expensive. There's a lot of really expensive restaurants at Grand Floridian, not the Grand Floridian Cafe. Most options are $15 or less. They have a couple great options as well. They also have a very good breakfast there. They have a good Eggs Benedict, which I've had, the regular Eggs Benedict. I think they've got it with I've had it with lobster. Was not a huge fan of it. But they've got a couple different Eggs Benedict and different options. Gets you into the property, less expensive. And it's a really nice option to have on there. And again, these are all DVC options. And a lot of these, besides Beaches and Cream, you can get these the same day. You know, a lot of times you've got a book. It used to be 180 days out. Currently, it's 60 days out, and a lot of stuff sells out. We live locally, so a lot of times I'm looking for stuff last minute where it's 11:30, and I'm going, I'd like to go out to lunch and eat sometime in the next hour. Let's see what's available. And many times these are still available on that list. These are nice hidden gem options.
And is there a certain lunch item on the Grand Floridian Cafe that you'd recommend, or?
It's been a while since I've been there. I can't remember what I had the last time I was there. I've had a couple different things.
But like a normal lunch menu and different sandwiches with?
Oh yeah, there's different sandwiches. I'm trying to. There was one thing I liked. I remember one of my kids got the macaroni and cheese, and he got the adult portion. It was like this giant bowl of macaroni and cheese. I honestly don't remember what I had recently. I've gone there a couple times for breakfast and a couple times for dinner in the past 2 years, or lunch and dinner in the past 2 years. I remember my dad got something really, really good there, and I enjoyed it too. I was like, I'm gonna get that next time, but I forgot what it is.
But everything so far is all positive reviews.
Oh yeah,
that. Okay.
Oh yeah, these are all top 10. I've never had anything from Grand Floridian Cafe or any of these places that I really disliked.
Okay, that's good. That's good, folks.
I've looked up at the list again. I looked at Olivia's and the carnitas, and also they have something called the Southernmost Fried Chicken, which is fried chicken just smothered in gravy, and it's absolutely horrible for you. And you don't want to eat this if you're a cauliflower crust healthy person, because this thing will clog your arteries immediately. This is not good for you, but really, really good as well. Last one on the list is not a sit-down restaurant. It's Captain Cook's, which is over at Polynesian, which is a walk-up place. A lot of nice options as well. They have a pulled pork nachos there, where instead of using regular chips, they use fried wontons, which I'm sure, again, they're fried wontons, so they're not good for you. None of this is going to be good for you folks, but really, really good option. And again, you're in the Polynesian, so you've got the beautiful lobby there. There's other restaurants. You could walk around the Polynesian. They've got, not that you can go into the pool really, you're not supposed to. Beautiful pool. You can hop on the boat to go over to Magic Kingdom as well. I mean, there's a lot of beautiful stuff over at the Polynesian. And this is, nachos are probably like $12 or less. All these are less expensive items. So for the thrifty people, great choices. A lot of these last minute stuff you can get into. A lot of people don't know about these things. These are not the ones that pop up on people's, you're doing a Facebook list and they're showing you the top restaurants that you have to get reservations for as soon as they open. Maybe Beaches and Cream. None of these other ones are going to pop up on there because they're hidden gems.
Until now.
Until now, it just ruined it for
They've
everybody.
been exposed.
Yep.
So let's recap again.
Oh, shrimp and grits. The shrimp and grits at Grand Floridian Cafe, it was actually really, really good. I never really had shrimp and grits before. That was good.
So Olivia's at Old Key West.
Livy's at Old Key West, Beaches and Cream at Beach Club. Big River Grill and ESPN Zone are right on the boardwalk area. So go to Boardwalk, have your reservation. Grand Floridian Cafe at Grand Floridian. And then Captain Cook's, which is at the Polynesian.
Perfect. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, everyone, for watching. We hope you enjoyed. Be sure to hit the like button. Be sure to hit the subscribe button. Be sure to come back next week.
We appreciate it. We love all of you. Enjoy your Disney trips.
Thank you.